Yeah. So, hello everyone. Today we have a guest Hirsch who is currently working as software engineer at Microsoft 2. Microsoft. So, Hirsch, can you just introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Harsh. I'm a SDE-2 at Microsoft. I've graduated in 2021. Uh, yeah, that is about me.
Yeah. Okay. So, Hirsch, how did your tech journey started? Like when you were in the BTech, right?
Yeah, my tech journey started when I was in my school itself. So when I was in my 10th standard, uh, I think ninth or 10th standard, that is when we had a subject of web development. And that is where I started liking development. All it was mere HTML and CSS at that time, but that is when I realized that okay, this is what I want to pursue, and this is what is enjoyable for me. Yeah, so that is how it started.
Okay. Hirsch, can you see just a roadmap like how a beginner could start when he is BTech first year, right?
A beginner, yeah, if he's in first year, I suggest that you can start with the basics to choose any programming language that you want. The most important thing is that you build problem solving skills. That is the most important thing to have to be in this industry. So you can start by picking up any programming language, then you can start understanding what are variables, what are data types, then again what are loops, how to write different kind of loops. Then once your basics are solid, then you can move on to patterns. Then gradually you can come into DSA and all.
Okay. Harsh, you joined as a Microsoft SD-2, right? So what were the rounds from starting to ending, right? Can you just brief it about?
Uh, yeah, I had four rounds, excluding the one which everyone has to give, that is online assessment. Excluding that, I had four rounds. First one was DSA. This is a screening round which is there in all MNCs. Then, yeah, the second round was LLD, third round was HLD, and the final round was AA round, which was a hiring manager round.
Okay. Harsh, can you just say what skills helped you when you're starting your tech journey, right? What were the important skills like a student should also learn from you, right? The skills?
Yeah, one skill that is most important, again, I'm emphasizing on this, is if you have to get into MNC, is data structures and algorithms. That is a very important skill set to have. With that, it is also important to have good communication skills. Okay, this is what will be a differentiating factor between you and some other guy which is also giving an interview.
Okay. Harsh, is DSA important for coding rounds in any company like Microsoft and MNC companies, right?
Yes, yes, yeah. As I was saying, DSA is the first screening round which is there in all the MNCs, whether it be Microsoft, Google, Adobe, or Apple, or take any big MNCs that is there, JPMC. So, DSA is the first and the most crucial round, which is required. I mean, the skill is required for you to get into these companies.
Okay. Harsh, what mistakes did you did that a student should not do when he's starting, right?
Yeah, one mistake that I can think of is basically I did not do DSA at all when I was in my college. I was majorly focusing on development. As I said that I liked web development a lot, so that is what I was doing. But yeah, I'll not say that as a mistake. But again, if you have want to get into MNCs, it's better to have a roadmap, a clear roadmap, and DSA is very important there.
Okay, Harsh, do you think now AI is starting, right? Will it replace the tech jobs from the next coming years? What is your suggestion, right?
Uh, yeah, not in the near future, but yeah, maybe eventually next 10 or 20 years it can take up all the jobs which are there, not only tech jobs. But yeah, not in the near future. Currently, what I see is that AI is a companion rather than a competitor, which is there. So it's important to leverage the skills or the powers and capabilities of AI which are there currently in your day-to-day work, so that your productivity is increased.
Okay, Harsh, if you start again your tech journey, right? How will you start with differently? Like, how not like a beginner, right?
Okay, if I have to start today again, then basically I'll try to leverage AI as much as I can. Okay, so that I understand a topic in depth, not only on surface level. I go in depth of each topic so that I understand how each of these things work. Let's say, for example, how does a loop work? Okay, if I give you a basic simple
Hmm.
example, how does a loop work? Then why do we write certain things in certain way? Okay, and let's say if you are doing a merge sort, why do we always divide it into two halves? Not why not three? Why not four? Okay, these are some of the nuances which are there, which if you can dive deep, okay, and think outside the box. Also, one other thing that is important is first principle thinking. So if these things are there, so I try to build the first principle thinking using AI today, so that I can deep dive into each topic and understand them clearly.
Okay, Harsh, can you just say how your typical work day look like from morning to when you come back to home, right?
Yeah, a typical work day is generally not same every day, but if I have to give out in general, is basically I'll start at 9 o'clock, when I reach office. I'll have my breakfast, and yeah, after that I'll just check my mails and messages to see if something urgent is required, or just check up on what is happening around and in the team. Yeah, and that is when I get into the focus mode. I try to complete my task in the morning before I have a scrum call, which is there on 11 a.m. That runs for around half an hour. Post that, yeah, if I have some blockers, or I need some clarifications or some discussions, and that is where I go into meetings with my teammates, and yeah, get myself unblocked, or come out with some proper outcomes. Yeah, after that, at around 1 and 2, we have lunch. After that, it's again meetings and focus hour of work, which is there. And yeah, 5 o'clock is when, yeah, we
Hmm.
log out and yeah, go back home.
Okay, Harsh, can you say any one myth that all students are thinking about now of tech jobs, right? But that is actually wrong, right?
One thing that people are misunderstanding currently is that AI is going to replace all the engineers, which is not true at all. As far, I mean, as far as the market or the AI capabilities which are there today. Okay, currently it's more of a tool which you need to use. It's more of a skill that you need to have. Okay, the more early that you adapt to these things, and the more early you understand and try to accept it, the faster and the better you can be among your peers, at least.
Okay, Harsh, one last question. Any tips can you give to your students who are now watching this YouTube video, right?
uh, Tips if I can give is that there is no shortcut for success, is what I can say. Okay, you need to put in your hours, you need to be consistent in whatever you do. Pick whatever you like, either not only about development. Okay, if you like some other thing, okay, whatever your heart calls out, pick that thing, do it for the fullest. Okay, don't do it half-heartedly, is what I'll say. Commit to it, and yeah, that is what I'll say, ki, be very diligent in what you're doing. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Harsh. So, students, did you seen right how Harsh has helped us to get his experiences and how we joined as a Microsoft, right? And he's saying that success will not come at the first attempt.